with it, y'all? It's your girl Nate, and I'm back with another video. First thing first, before we get into this video, before we get started doing anything, I need y'all to go like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications on so y'all can be notified when your girl posts. I know I've been a little, slacking on posting because I said I was gonna be consistent in this, but it ain't no excuse. It ain't no excuse. I'm not even gonna make one up or make one. But with that being said, let's get into the video. For today's video, I will basically be doing a story time on my life. I feel like it motivates people. I feel like I want to inspire people by it because today where I'm in life right now, I feel like I wouldn't be here if it weren't for certain people. I feel like as a child you shouldn't have to go through things. I know other people probably went through things and going through things just as well as I was, but that's not an excuse. I just want to make sure I let y'all know that first. Don't ever feel like the stuff that you got going on between other people is reflecting you. It was giving me signs and stuff like that okay, this not for you. This not for you. So just move on with your life. Like, God was pushing me into different directions, and he was putting people in my life that I didn't know that was here for a reason. Until now. Now I know who real, who not real. I know why he put them here. I'm not gonna sit here and say I know why he put them here, but I want to say that I know everybody he did put here in my life. It's a blessing. And I want to thank him for that. And I'm doing a little too much talking. We're gonna get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the beginning into where I'm at now. So by any means, I want to go ahead say this again. I'm doing this to inspire people and to motivate people because I feel like my story will motivate you, will motivate the people that's going through stuff that down bad, just want to give up and stuff. Don't. Major thing I'm trying to tell you, do not by any means, do not give up. You have no reason to. I feel like if you're going through this, it's the reason you're going through it, because you're gonna have, like I said, like they saying and stuff like that in the little memes and whatever you want to call it, they saying a major setback for a major comeback, and I took heed to that. So, but we're gonna get started. I'm gonna start talking. But okay, so if you know me, you know that my mama died when I was 4. And okay, I don't have a mom nor a dad. Now, my mama died when I was 4, and my daddy died last year in September 2020. So I'm without a mother and a father. First, I was staying with my mother. I was good. I was with her, of course. I still went on my grandma's house. My dad stayed with his mom, took care of his mom, stuff like that. So my dad stayed with his mom. So I was always with my mama and my grandma and my daddy. So them 3 people that I had in my life. So when my mama died, I moved with my grandma, which is my daddy, mama. And when I was staying with my grandma, I was staying with my daddy also. So my daddy had custody me, and since then he been taking care of me. So within that, I was good. I was real good. I was spoiled. I was the only child. Had my own room. Everything was just good to me. Then I met my friend Shamaya up in 3rd grade. I was still going up her house, spending the night, stuff like that. But okay, so my 3rd grade or 4th grade year, my daddy had something happen to him. There was a time he almost died, and I saved his life. I was around the corner at my cousin's house or whatever, and I had called him and asked him, can I spend the night or whatever. So I called him. He was coughing and stuff. He was like, yeah, you can come get some clothes. So me and my cousin and my grown cousin, we walked over there. Like, we stayed literally around the corner, so we walked to get me some clothes. So we walked in the house. My dad was on the floor coughing up blood. So while he was up in there coughing up blood, my grandma was in the front room, and she was having, like, when we told her, she was asleep. So when we told her what was going on, like, we was like, Grandma, you okay? You okay? She was like, what's going on? Like, my dad up here, you know, like this here. So she was like kind of like catching a stroke or whatever you want to call it. She was catching a stroke. So they rushed my dad to the hospital. And my grandma, I think that was like the last time I seen my grandma for a minute. My grandma had ended up going to Greenwood with my auntie. And so, like, my life just basically went down here from there. From that point, my life went downhill. The house that we were staying in, which was my grandma's house, they had ended up giving it to my big sister. The house got burnt down. Me and my dad had to end up moving to the old family house, which is one in a good condition. So it also, I didn't feel like I wanted to be there, but I was there. Then my dad had started going with a lady that I didn't like, of course, because I felt like ever since she got here, you're not the same no more. So basically, I went there. I always moved from house to house. I was at my cousin's house. I started staying with my best friend, Shamaya. I was living with them. I was living with friends. I was just in so many environments, and it wasn't what I wanted. So, you know, my whole life I've been saying I wanted to stay with my auntie up in Greenwood. So she knew what was going on with me and everything. So I ended up moving with her in Greenwood. So staying with her in Greenwood, whatever. I was good financially. I was good with everything. I was good. I was in good hands. I had everything I wanted plus needed. I was spoiled. Everything was good. Only thing with me, I was like, I think I was like 14, 13, staying there, whatever. But I like, when I got the fight and stuff like that, I couldn't get the fighting down there like I used to, because like cause I didn't, her household wasn't like that. Her household wasn't like that, and I couldn't just go down there, you know, start doing this, start doing that, because I get sent back to the city, and that's not what I wanted. That was the last thing I wanted. So meanwhile, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm always in trouble. And like friends, stuff like that, they'll want me to come places, stuff like that. I couldn't go. It was just, they were strict, but they were strict because it was a good reason. They were strict because they ain't want nothing but the best for me. I was a girl. I was only 13 or 14. Now my mindset as I got now, and like the things that 13, 14 is doing now, I'm glad she did me like that. But I didn't want that. Why? Because I was basically trying to be hot in the butt, basically, if that's what you want to call it. But basically, yeah. So I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and that wasn't a good sign. But it also felt like I wanted to be a family. That's all I wanted. I wanted a family in my life, and I felt like I wasn't gonna never get that with my uncle. Like the way he loved his granddaughters and stuff like that. I knew I know he loved me, but I know he wanted the best for me. Like both of them, I know both of them ain't want nothing but the best for me. But I felt like I wasn't gonna never get that bond with my auntie. I mean, not my auntie, but my uncle and them like that. I feel like I wasn't welcome no more between my cousin. It was just so much going on in my head. So one night I ended up venting to my auntie, telling my auntie about everything. On a letter, I literally wrote her something to her, because I had my phone took at that time. So I ended up writing a letter to her, set it on the table where she see that when she in the front room. She wrote me back. When she wrote me back, I was happy, because like I felt like you understand me. I cried when she wrote that letter back to me. I cried because I felt like, if you understand what I'm saying, you understand how I feel. I feel like you love me, like you showing me you love me. I never just, that's all I be want. I be looking for love in the wrong, where I used to look for love in the wrong places and all the wrong directions and stuff, and that wasn't the route that I need to go in. So anyway, that's how I was saying. But after that, so on, my auntie was just like, stay away from them, stay away from them. But that's not what I wanted. The only thing I wanted was a family. I wanted to feel like a family. I don't want to stay away from them because, like, I want to feel like I'm here. I want to feel like, I want to have that bond with my uncle that he got with his granddaughter. But I know I wasn't going to never get that bond. Reason why? Because I wasn't raised up in this house. I'm looked at not as the outsider, but like, as you think I am. I'm as like you think I am. Like how you think I am, that's how I was. That's exactly how I was. I wasn't gonna be nothing and stuff like that. That's how I was in his eyes. So I knew I wasn't gonna never like this here. I knew that he wanted me to be in the right track. He didn't want nothing but the best for me. He wanted me to be the best. And I understand it now. Like the things that I didn't understand then, I understand now. I understand why everything was going on, why it was going on, stuff like that. I understand now. I really regretted from moving from with them. Honestly, I regretted from moving from Greenwood because I felt like I had everything I wanted plus needed. I wouldn't want for nothing. I was in good hands. I was with people that you know, like I was in good hands, basically, more of the story. And I didn't mess my life up with it. But I feel like I should have stayed, basically. More of the story is what I'm trying to say. But ended up moving from down there, moving with my auntie in Jackson. That wasn't good at all. I ended up moving from down there to Jackson. Whatever. That wasn't no good idea. I'm not gonna get into that, but that wasn't no good idea. And I feel like I should have listened to my family, basically. My own cousin, I should have listened to her. Like, from what she was telling me when I first moved down here, I should have listened to her, more of the story. If I would have listened, I would have never been in this predicament. So, I met my friend, Billy. I met her last year, my 10th grade year, the first beginning of school year, whatever. So, they been knew what was going on with me and stuff like that. But, like, I feel like God put these people in my life for a reason. They didn't have to do nothing they doing for me. But, like I said, I've been a child, and I feel like, okay, my daddy, he wasn't exactly a father figure. He was a father to me, but he didn't do things a father should do for his child. He wasn't nothing in the fatherhood. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. My daddy wasn't really a daddy to me. Like, he'll do other stuff for people before he do for me. It was just my daddy wasn't there. And as the story that I'm getting from my sister, my mom wouldn't be there, so neither. So either way it go, I was still gonna be in a tough predicament. Either if my mom was alive or my daddy, I was still gonna be in a tough predicament. Either way it go. But I got plans for myself, and I've been planning my life out. Said I was gonna go to college, go to either Mississippi College, Jackson State, or Mississippi State. So either I'm gonna go between them colleges. I wanna go into OBGYN. After that, I wanna move. First I wanna build my money up. Move out of Mississippi. I wanna do something with myself. I actually wanna be something. Now everything's still the same, but I actually started YouTube. Reason I started YouTube, somebody actually motivated me to do YouTube, which is Jay. He motivated me to do YouTube. By him motivating me to do YouTube, it made me like realize, like, I started watching other people YouTube, stuff like that. I'm thinking, like, you really can get big in this. Like, you really can, like this here with YouTube. So why not? I mean, I don't do nothing else. Like, now I do hair every day, all day. Hair literally every day, all day. Gotta get up in the morning, do straight hair all day, every day. Now my plan is we're gonna open up a shop, doing hair constantly, all day, every day. It was times I struggled to get a job. I never had a job my whole life. All the thing I've been doing was doing hair. That's how I make my money. I do hair constantly, all day, every day. Times that I want to be off and just have a break, I do. But far as like just like this here, I do that myself. I used to, in the predicament when I moved down here, I started buying for myself, providing for myself. I was buying my own clothes. I started buying my own clothes, shoes, everything that I needed. I started buying myself personal needs. I started buying all my stuff that I needed. I had help from my cousin, but far as like just like this here, I never really just had nobody to just like the I never really had a family. All I wanted was just a family. I wanted somebody that's gonna I just wanted somebody to just treat me like I'm family. Don't just like this here with me. Don't just show me that you don't care. Don't fake it with me, cause I'm gonna know. Like I'm 17 years old. You think I'm not gonna know when you faking like you don't love me, stuff like this? I know you love me, but you don't show it. I feel like as I'm 17, it's hard not having a mother and a father. Like they say, no one would ever do the things that a mother and a father will for their child. I know my daddy probably didn't, provide for me financially or took care of me how he's supposed to. But if I called my daddy, he was gonna be there. If I called my daddy and help, like I need you, like my daddy wouldn't question nothing about it. I promise he wouldn't. That's one thing I can say about Horseman. He wouldn't question me about nothing. If I say I don't want to do this, he gonna ask me why first, and I'm gonna tell him. He gonna understand me. My daddy very much understood me, but I just basically didn't have nobody else. Now I got somebody, and I know for sure I'm in good hands and everything like this here. But I'm good. I'm straight. I'm forever gonna be straight within this situation. I got plans. I'm doing good. I mean, like, I'm happy with life right now. I swear I am. Like, it's so many blessings that I have. Man, I'm telling y'all, I done been through it. I went through depressions, crying, wanting to give up, wishing that I won't wake up the next morning. It's just so much I done been through. I want to just, after my father died, I felt like ain't nobody else here for me. I wanted to give up completely. I didn't even want to be on this earth no more. I promise I didn't want to be here no more. But one person, he motivated me. Like, at this point now, I feel like I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it weren't for him, honestly. Because he stopped me from doing a lot of things that I should never been doing in the first place. He stopped me from, he changed me, actually, like in a good way, like positive vibes. He changed me. He actually helped me like he's supposed to. He did things that he's supposed to do, and I appreciate him, and I make sure I let him know that, like, I appreciate you for helping me. Like, I let him know that he, like, the stuff that he did, I let him know that he changed me. I let him know, like, everything he did for me and stuff like that. I let him know that. I let him know. Like, I give him his credit, because, like, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now, honestly, if it weren't for Jay, honestly. I'm just gonna say that. If it weren't for Jay, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I know you're not supposed to depend on nobody, but when I was down bad, I was literally down bad, wanting to give up, waking up out of my sleep, crying every night, literally. And he was right there. He called me, go to sleep on the phone with me, like this here, make sure I'm straight. You don't need to be crying like this here. You need something, all that. He was gonna make sure I was good. Stuff like that. And I appreciate him for that. But, like, I just want to motivate y'all. How I'm trying to tell y'all this, like, don't give up. Don't. Because there's so many times where I wanted to. But my thing about it, God put me through all this for a reason. Like, they say he give his toughest battle for his strongest. So, by what I mean by that, so much stuff I've been through, I never, like, right now, you would think I'd be down bad. You think I'd be going through depression like this here, like this. People be telling me, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you go through this. I don't know, like this here. But I feel like this was meant for me. Like, this life was meant for me. Reason I say that, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I feel like God be giving me signs, like, You giving me signs, stuff like that. So with that being said, that's basically all I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to inspire y'all, basically. Like, don't give up. Don't. I'm 17. I haven't gave up. I promise I haven't. I don't have a mother nor a father. I don't shed no tear no more. No more. No more. I mean, it's times that I want to break down. It's times I cry. It's times I think about it. But, I mean, everything happened for a reason. I mean, I feel like my mindset, I know I'm going to be something when I grow up. I know for sure. I feel like I'm going to be the first rich person in my family. Honestly. I feel like I'm going to have millions. People going to be looking at me like, ain't you Nay? Ain't you Nay just like this here? Yeah, that's me. That's how I'm be. But with that being said, this is the end of the video. I just really wanted to motivate y'all, you know, give y'all my story. So, with that being said, I need y'all to go like, comment, and subscribe, and turn their post notifications on. And also, go follow me on Instagram at NayGuyFans. That's 2 underscores, 1 dot, 2 underscores at the end, and 1 dot. On the road to 200 subscribers. 200. Get me to 200 subscribers. But yeah, end of the video. Bye.
Ain't nobody else give it to you like that. Every